When you hear multiple individuals made statements like, I can't afford to live and I can't afford to die, this is a crisis. It seems as if a lot of Gen Z and millennials are living in hotels now.
I live in a hotel room with my wife and 2 cats. Come check it out. So when you first come in, you immediately have the kitchen. Got a fridge, not full size, but
life's so damn high, you can't even afford to die.
In case you missed it, we live in a hotel full time and we just experienced something we've never experienced before. I don't know if this is a Tennessee thing or if it happens everywhere, but they wouldn't allow us to stay more than 28 days in the same room. Apparently, over 28 days, you can claim residency, and we've definitely stayed in a couple of hotels for more than 28 days.
I'm currently living in hotels. I can't seem to find an apartment. What should I do?
You can't seem to find an apartment. Why?
My credit score is abysmal.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you make?
Full-time.
What do you make?
$87,000 a year.
$87,000 a year.
Yeah.
Good for you. What do you do?
I'm an occupational therapist.
How'd you end up homeless?
Well, I moved from state to state for love and a relationship, and that did not work out. My only real option at the time was to find a hotel for temporary housing.
Do you have any money now?
No, because I'm basically spending $2,200 a month just to keep a roof over my head.
Yeah, but you make $87,000.
So I have a car lease, about $340 a month, and I have my student loan debt. It's about $1,000 a month.
Have you been paying it?
No.
Marie, I'm struggling, okay? You've not paid that. You paid a $300 payment. You make $87,000 and you paid a hotel bill. That's all you've done. Where is all your money going, kiddo?
Eating out. I only have a microwave here, so I can't really cook.
I can't tell what's going on in the numbers, but numbers generally talk to me because I've done this a long time. So I think what I'm hearing is a highly educated, very intelligent lady whose heart got broken. Oh, let me take that further. Got crushed, and you've been in a spiral emotionally since, and everything's out of control.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because the numbers aren't telling me anything else. Because you're too smart.
Now, I didn't know that in 2025, this was the new trend in norms. And for some reason, I don't know, it missed to me, but it seems as if this is the new norms moving forward 2026. Why? Because this economy, at the rate as how things are going right now, Gen Zs, millennium, and even baby boomers, a lot of people are complaining that they can hardly survive. Let's watch this.
Come cook dinner with me as a family of 4, soon to be 5, currently living in a hotel room. Tonight I am cooking.
So I've been living in a hotel for like 4 months now. Not the best experience, like not as good as you would expect.
I live in a hotel room with my wife and 2 cats. Come check it out. So when you first come in, you immediately have the kitchen. Got a fridge, not full size, but close. Fit everything we need in there. Got the kitchen with our different little appliances, all our stuff, not stuff the hotel gave us, well, other than the microwave. Got the stove top, got our little dish center over here. We got our oven that I got us. We've got this little center right here with our mini fridge, our dry storage, canned goods, all that stuff. Back over here to the left by the front door.
To be honest with you, his hotel do not look like an hotel. I'm sorry. It looks like an apartment to me. Like there's just too much good stuff in there, even for TikTok. So he got space for his wife, got space for TikTok and all these other things. I mean, wow. I never thought about this, y'all, but it seems like when you really think about it, I mean, if you don't have to pay light bill, water bill, you're getting all these other good benefits with it. I mean, who wouldn't, But the space is what's killing me. Like, that's not something I can do. I feel like I can only stay in a hotel for maybe a month or so, but the space is killing me. I don't know if I can ever do it. But if something, God forbid, something would have happened, I'd rather do this than living in a car. The thing is, how long do these people stay in it for? And that's what we're about to find out, because I didn't even know such thing. And I'm asking God to continue to help me, to make me stable, because this is not something I would wish on anyone. But again, I'm not downplaying it. I'm not looking down on anyone, because listen, y'all, all of us need to be afloat. All of us need to survive. So you just got to do what you got to do. But I didn't know there was such thing, but I can see that it's trending. Let's watch this.
All our hygiene supplies, we kind of made it our own with our own little shelves. Got shelves up in the shower to hold our stuff. The toilet, which I actually put a bidet on. Yep, I'm living in a hotel and put a bidet on my toilet. And then you come over here to the bedroom. King size bed, so that's nice. That's where the magic happens, if you know what I mean. And then we got the closet area right here. Storage up there. We got stuff stored underneath the bed. Then we come over here to the dresser with the TV. Got the PlayStation behind it. We got our kitty Jasper here running around. Got one of the cat trees here. And then we got my gaming table, my gaming chair. And then right here behind, I got where I put our shoes, both hers and mine, my hats. Then we got our storage area for TikTok shop products. This is full.
Wow, TikTok
all those
shop.
Are full. That's full. This is the living room right here. We got the litter box. We got the other little dresser with the smaller TV, another cat tree, the window view right there. And then we've got the pull-out couch with the little table, another chair in here. And then in the back corner is my wife's altar where she does her magical things. So that's it, everybody.
This is the hotel I live in for $314 a week. This is the area around the hotel. You do have to have a key to get into the exterior doors, which is one of my favorite parts about it. I love the fact that I only have to pay one bill a week, and that covers the power, the water, also the trash, which we have to carry out here to a dumpster, but still trash is included. It also covers the cable, which we brought in a Roku also so we could still have all the other channels. This is my little hotel window. Y'all see my little black cat in the window for Halloween. That's really what you make it. No, it's not like having my own place, which I'm hoping that will be happening soon. But it's definitely better than being on the street or living with someone like family or people that just really don't want you in their house. It's hard living with other people, so this is always an option, and I'm always here to help anyone that I can possibly help.
And you can't knock people for how they feel, because this economy is getting rough. Thank God this government shutdown thing is now over. And the little funding that they do have, which is the CR, I think it stands for continuous resolution, whereas they will continue to fund agriculture. Did I say that right? Also the military, and they will also support Congress, security, and all these other stuff, and have a little bit more for small businesses. Y'all, we don't know where this economy is going right now, but I will say this, y'all. We have to pray through what is going on. Pray for these leaders, pray for these governments so that they can see all these videos that we're creating and everyone else is concerned, so that they can jump into this and make some decision that will be accommodating to us so that we can live. Sometimes it takes years to increase minimum wage, right? But every year the rent continues to go up, light bill goes up, mortgage goes up, insurance goes up. Everything is going up except for salaries. It's just not making sense. This system was really meant to sign us up for failure.
Now, they say 25 an hour is too much for minimum wage, but what if that's exactly what it takes to make sure that nobody in this country is poor? Let me break it down. Now, 1, cost of living has gotten way out of control. Groceries doubled, rent tripled, but paychecks has remained the same. Why is that? $15 an hour in 2010 buys less than $8 worth of stuff today. You do the math. 2. One job should be enough. Nobody should have to work 2 or 3 jobs to survive. You do the math. 2. One job should be enough. Nobody should have to work 2 or 3 jobs to survive. Let people breathe, let people save, and let them build. $25 an hour does that for them. 3. It grows the economy, not kills it. When workers make more, they spend more, and then that money can go to small businesses and not billion-dollar corporations who still won't do anything to save this economy. 4. It raises the bar for skilled workers, right? If they're paying entry-level jobs $25 an hour, that raises the bar for people with a skill. Welders, electricians, nurses, teachers will finally get their just due. You know why? Because it's not going to be anybody with a skill that's like, well, if I'm welding and I can get 25 working at McDonald's, then I might as well just go to McDonald's instead of welding. So they're going to have to raise it up to make up for that gap. Y'all dig what I'm saying? 5, it breaks poverty cycles. So they're going to have to raise it up to make up for that gap. Y'all dig what I'm saying? 5, it breaks poverty cycles. Higher wages mean less debts and fewer evictions and more people owning homes. Now that's how you fix America from the ground up. Understand, the goal is not to make everyone rich. It's just to make sure that nobody's poor, right? In a country that's considered the best country to y'all, poverty should have already been illegal.
This message is specifically for my people that are living in a hotel, a motel, Holiday Inn. If you have been going through your journey and living in that hotel for over 30 days, you need to take your ass up to that front desk and you need to tell them, ask them rather, to take the taxes off your room. After 30 days, you become exempt technically, but they are not going to take those taxes off unless you ask, because technically you live at the property now. You don't need to be, yeah, that's a different story. You didn't hear that from me though. You know what I'm saying? If it has been well over 30 days, 9 times out of 10, you have a credit on your reservation. But it's going to take somebody with common sense to sit down any day after the 30 days that they taking your taxes off, and the credit literally should pop up by itself. So you might got some free days, might be a 3-fold, might be a week, depending on how long you've been there. But I know I just helped somebody.
See, these things that we didn't know of, y'all. This woman just educated a lot of us that after 30 days, they don't need to charge you any taxes, and potentially you can become a resident. Now, don't quote me, because if the law is if you're living somewhere more than 30 days, you can establish residency. So does this mean you can receive mails there? I mean, I don't know, but something is wow. Like, y'all, I need to hear your thoughts on this video today. So this video is not to give you any ideas, but it's to bring awareness to you so you can see what is currently going on. I mean, when we take a look around, the increase on homelessness has surpasses, y'all. I mean, the story just get worse and worse, and I pray over this economy that God can help us and intervene on this. This future is not looking bright. Right? And it makes me worry about my children. I'm not going to lie to you, because we don't know what's going to happen moving forward. And again, this system was designed us for failure. Who can live American dreams? Nobody can live American dream anymore, because look at this. Hardly anyone can afford it. You can hardly afford to purchase a home, right? Financing a car don't make sense. Over what, $1,000? I've recorded a video speaking on that. If you want to check it out, check out my playlist. It's getting bad, y'all.
The minimum wage was $1.40. That is $224 a month. However, the average apartment was only $108. So for 48% of your check, you could get an apartment. Fast forward to 2024, the federal minimum wage is $7.25, which is $1,160 a month, but the average apartment is $1,700. You cannot even afford an apartment today. In fact, if you make twice the minimum wage, you cannot afford an apartment in 2024. If you want to know what it was like growing up in 1970, the average apartment today should be $556. Millennials and Gen Zers, can you imagine how incredible life would be if rent was only $556? But let's look back to 1970 at the median household income. It was $8,700 and the median house price was just $17,000. So just 2 times the yearly salary. Fast forward to today, median household income, $85,000, median house, $400,000. That is 4.7 times. If you want to know what it was like in 1970, the average house today should be $170,000, which is fair, which would help everyone get into a house and the American dream would still be alive. So yes, things are always difficult for every generation, but it is significantly harder for millennials and Gen Zers. So boomers, let's stop beefing with each other and let's see how we can help the millennials and Gen Zers have a bright future.
My friend, I want to encourage you today that no matter what you're going through, just pray through it so God can help us in this economy, because it's not getting better. But if we have faith, it will get better, with the hope that government can make changes and God intervene. Now, just think about it and let's talk about it. Signing off.